Whoever become Nigerian president in 2023 has to be a person with vision, iron fist, to deal with the situation in Nigeria. Nigeria as a nation has turned to a place where individuals take laws into their hands. What do I mean by that? NEPA, that is the Nigerian Electricity Board, they collect money for a service which they never rendered. No place on the face of the earth will be collecting money or services for a job that was not done. Only Nigeria that happens. They give you prepaid meter. The prepaid meter as well is running because they've tampered with it. Normally, prepaid meter means that when you top up your card given to you, the money there, if there's no light, the money should remain there. If there's light, the meter should read. But in Nigerian context, that is not the case. Various departments in Nigeria, they are not being run the way it's supposed to be run. I will not even be surprised they are not even remitting the money to the government. You tell me, how can a government set up an organization just to enrich individuals? The same thing applies to their pension. Some individual working in those parastatals take people's pension and start buying luxury cars for their wife, their girlfriends, building houses which they are not supposed to have. So all these things, there should be check and balances, because Nigeria is going down the drain where the rule of law no longer plays. Go to Lagos now. All these touts wearing different type of uniform. You don't even know what they are doing, the organization they belong to. Road safety in Nigeria becomes those checking particular. Everything in Nigeria has been turned upside down. Road safety by law, they're supposed to be controlling the speed limit on the way. VIO are the people who check document, whether you have insurance, you have proper documentation to ply the road, but everything, or the traffic police. But all these things have been turned upside down for the purpose of making money. And they never stop. They keep on creating uniform men. Some of them now have become armed robbers. Nigeria had to look into their issues very well, because the founding father, those who fought for our nationalist movement, this is not the Nigeria they created or they wish for us. But unfortunately, we have had some greedy men in Nigeria that just want to make sure they get rich. This is why you see an average Nigerian youth want to do money ritual. Am I surprised? Some individuals call them they are lazy. Majority of them are not lazy. The few ones that are lazy to the core. Even some of them, when they come to United Kingdom, immediately they get their status. They don't want to work anymore. They want to live on government. That is why you see some of them are in Europe for 20, 30, 50 years. They never visited Nigeria, because the money given to you is just for you to feed, not for you to buy ticket and go to Nigeria or go to your country. Nigeria need to have a close look. We have learned people there, but unfortunately we have educated illiterates in Nigeria. Why do I say educated illiterates? One, even my brother is one of them. A qualified individual working in a high position in Nigeria. You pay 15,000 naira to NEPA every day and they bring you bill. But meanwhile, you use generator, run the clock to put light and put your fridge on. the same time, every month, you give them 15,000 naira. When I queried him, why do you pay them? He said, oh, 15,000 is nothing. Why to me? A pound, what is lot to me? Because I do not get it easily. I work damn hard. I don't know how they work in Nigeria because I've never worked in Nigeria since I left Europe, left Nigeria in 1980, late 1980. Because the way we work here is completely different from the way they work in Nigeria. Maybe they do 3 hours job for 8 hours money. But here, every hour paid for, you must work endlessly. You only have a break when you are accorded a break according to the employment law. But in Nigeria, people stay at home for a year, 2 years. They get money from the ministry. You start asking yourself, are they printing the money? Or when will the quantitative easing stop? Look at the whole world now embracing gold. But Nigerians are hoarding dollars, which other countries are leaving behind. So something is not right in Nigeria. Something is definitely not right in Nigeria. Because the person that will heal that country has to be very strong. Because that divide is already there. Because if he's doing the right thing, they'll say, oh, because he's from East, or because he's from Edo State, or because he's from Oyo, or it's because he's from Katsina. So that person end up not doing anything. We need a leader that will not pay no mind to whatsoever people says, but ensure that he had achieved what he wants to achieve for Nigeria and Nigerians. A good example is Singapore. Singapore was like Nigeria in the past, but the leader that came had a vision and he carried the citizens along. Today, Singapore is a place, even the Western world wants to be there. What actually went wrong in Nigeria? Only God knows. Now, look at university closed down for almost a year. Where on earth is that done? Nowhere in the face of the earth. You have school, higher institution closed down for a year. Education minister, the president, nobody is getting involved. I don't know. When I left secondary school 1980, Nigeria was a bit still better off than what it is today. You know, but Nigeria has turned to a place where people just do what they like. Rule of law does not apply to anybody. Everybody is above the law. So, in a state or country like that, the anarchy will prevail. And that's exactly what is happening. You see? And one singular thing they make every time is this problem persists. Every day, every year, continuously. People still go to church and say, praise the Lord. The Lord will help us. The Lord will do this. Have anybody seen Lord coming from heaven to help any country on the face of the earth? The answer is no. We, Nigerians, have to help ourselves. If you do not help yourself, then pray from now till the end of time. God will never come down to help you. You go to church every day. Oh, God, I want to get a job. God, I want to do this. God, I want to do that. But meanwhile, you are not getting a job. The little money given to you by friends, you also go and donate it in the church. Is that not stupidity or the beginning of stupidity? And that is what Nigeria has become. The same pastor they went and donate this money to, this pastor will now use that same money to hire bodyguards, police, not even ordinary bodyguards. They hire military police to guide them. Why does a man of God need to be guided? I don't get it. Even when I was serving the Queen here as ex-Marine, you don't see people guiding our Prime Minister the way they guide a senator in Nigeria or guide people in the House of Representatives. The judge here, when they are going home, you don't see any police around them. They go home peacefully. We all enter the train when we all finish our respective jobs. But unfortunately, in Nigeria, even those police, for you to use a police officer here, you must pay money when you need bodyguard, just like the celebrities, all those musicians, all those high people. When you want to use the police here, you will pay. But in Nigeria, it's free. You don't give DPO money, you give the superintendent money, that's all. They give you 6 policemen, and that is what Nigerian pastors are doing. It's becoming a place where nobody can live. Last week now, we were shown 3 Nigerians sat at the bottom of a ship going to Canary Island by Spain there. Why are they leaving Nigeria? Because there's no job to do. But also those young boys have no common sense. You can't swim. You can't do anything. When you went and hit yourself by propeller, anything could go wrong. Those 3 guys will drown. Is this what Nigerian parents want for their children? Isn't it time Nigerian parents denounce bribe, corruption, nepotism in Nigeria and embrace what is right rather than what is wrong?